Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. We got the perfect day today, so I'm going to head out to the dwarf orchard and do the pruning for 2024. And we're going to start with the Big Mac. The Big Mac is actually a semi-dwarf Macintosh, and it's not really in the dwarf orchard. I consider the dwarf orchard from this driveway here that way. All of those trees are dwarfs. This is a semi-dwarf. This is our first tree, or the oldest tree out of all of the trees here. Second oldest is the Macintosh there, and we'll be pruning that in a separate video. You can probably see it from here. One of the big things I'm going to do this year is take out that lowest branch right there on the right. Out of all the branches, I believe, yeah, there's another one over on the left there. If I take out those couple branches, it'll make it a lot easier to cut the grass around this thing, and it's not going to take away from the shape at all. It's actually going to make the shape better. Then we'll bring this thing back to a flat top. We'll get rid of all of those suckers, which there's a ton of them. Let me get the rest of my stuff and we'll pull up there and get started. Okay, a little bit of assessment here. Like this right here, I'm taking that off, but I'm thinking I may take off this whole thing right here. I don't know. I might just go with these higher up branches. Take off this. See, we're going to get some apples right there, so I'm kind of hesitant to do that. But again, this is kind of low. Yeah, we're going to get apples on all of these spurs here. Yeah, we'll get apples all through here. I'll make those decisions as I go. The big thing right now is to get all of these suckers out of here, and I am definitely taking out that big branch right there. So yeah, maybe I'll tackle that first. It'll be a lot easier to get in here and get at the other stuff with that out of there, and we'll go from there. You want to start from the bottom and undercut it so that the weight of the branch doesn't drop down and tear a strip off the side. This is a really tight area. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to take a lot of cut from the bottom because that's the only place you can get at this. Yeah, it's always hard taking a big branch off like that. Look at the size of that thing. But the tree is going to be a lot better for it. Now, I need to make sense of what's left and figure out which way I want it to go. This is too tangled up right here. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this out right here. And I'll probably go with this tiny little thing right here. Take this out, and get it going that way. All right, I'll get back to you after I've done a little bit right in this area. Okay. This area towards the road is done. Not going to get a huge amount of apples over here, but we'll get, I don't know, maybe a half dozen in this area. Could be more. Now we're on to this area. Lots of suckers going up, and like I said, I'm going to take like this one that's going downwards. I'm going to take that one out completely, and I don't know if I should take this one out. I've been taking out one or two of these bigger lower branches every year, and I could just take that out and then rely on the one right above it. It is way too crowded in there, and if any branch has to go, it's the lower ones. Maybe I'll just thin this out real heavy this year. I don't know, we'll see once I get into here. Got a lot of suckers to get rid of to start with, so let's get going on that. And by suckers, I'm actually talking about the water shoots. I use the term interchangeably, and I shouldn't. But, all right, let's get going and take off these water shoots. Yeah, I probably should just have this branch and this one here take out that one, the one going inwards, this one over here. Yeah, we'll thin this out pretty good. Okay, it's decision time again. Got kind of a mess in here. I believe I originally wanted to keep this upper stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take this branch off right here. It just goes into a tangle and shadows them other branches over there. And this upper one, like I said, I was trying to keep all of the upper ones, but now I'm kind of rethinking that. I may just take this one off right here, and then I'll have to deal with this mess over here. At some point, I can take some of these big lower branches off and still have just an upper canopy like I was hoping, but this is just too much of a mess. Yeah, we'll take this off, all these suckers, and this off over here, and then we'll be able to get in there a little bit better and start taking off some of these water shoots. And I think on this remaining branch, the part that goes way out here, I think I'll take that off right here and then just leave this branch right here. Yeah, that's the plan. It's a little bit drastic, and I'm not going to get a ton of apples off this tree this year, but that's just fine. These are all going to have apples right in here, so I'll leave some of that in there. This is Natalie's favorite tree for apples, so I want to leave some on for her, but yeah, this is overdue for a real good shaping. All right, let's do the major surgery. Okay, now for this mess. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do in this area. I should take out this lower stuff. Yeah, I'll take this out. But what to keep? This starts curving in that way, but I could take it off right here and keep this branch and just get rid of the stuff that's going up. Yeah, so this will be gone. And then those two, we really don't need both of them. They are crossing. but should I keep the upper or the lower, or a little bit of both? I think I'll keep the upper. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. And then we'll stop this from going upwards over there. And then we'll come back over here and get rid of that stuff that's crossing over that way. And keep this here. And we're moving around the tree pretty quick. So this major cluster here, once that's done, we have this branch and that upper branch over there, and that'll do it. Got a lot of prunings. This will probably be, it's going to be more than 50%. They say that you shouldn't do that, but they say a lot of stuff that isn't true. Okay, let's get at this. Okay, that's a lot better. And I should let you know that I'm pruning this for shape. I'm not pruning this for apple production. We're going to get a few apples on here, on these spurs, like here, 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 here. We're going to get a fair amount of apples this year, but that's not my object. I am pruning this for a flat top, and I want to be able to cut the grass underneath it. Okay, so on this, we have kind of an octopus here. We got this one here, which I kind of like. It fills in an open space. And then we have this upper one, a lower one, and one filling in space on that side. So I believe I'm going to take this center one out and thin this one down. I already pruned this one, and we'll get to that stuff when we come around the tree and do that top one. This one is fairly simple. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to keep over here. Got a few buds. It'd be nice to keep a few apples, but we're already going to have more than we can eat, and we have all those trees as well. We're going to have apples up the wazoo, so no worries about that. All right, well, let's get rid of some of those water shoots so I can get at that branch, and we'll remove that lower branch, and then I should be able to get in here a little easier. Okay, and that leaves us with this. I'm not really sure what I should do with this. I could actually take this whole thing off, but I don't think I will. But what to keep? This should go all together, and yeah, I kind of like the way it zigzags like that. So if I take off this, and I take off this, and then take this off, and then probably just go to right here and take it off right there, and let this be the new branch. Yeah, that's my plan. All right, let's get that done, and that'll be it for this tree, other than a big cleanup. And there you have it. One flat top Macintosh tree. Yeah, I like the name Big Mac. That's what I think when I'm thinking, I gotta go prune the trees. but I've never actually called it the Big Mac. Yeah, this will get, probably 4 or 5 dozen apples on it is my guess this year. And again, that'll be more than we eat. The deer will end up eating a good deal of them, especially because this tree is further away from the house. The deer come up on the back side of the tree and eat the apples, but that's okay. Yeah, I really like that look. I'll modify it a bit again next year. Probably take out this lower branch and figure out which ones of these are going to stay. It's probably going to zig and zag like that other one over there, like this one up here. That will end up looking really cool at some point. But right now, it just looks like everything's hacked up. You'll be seeing this again in a lot of the other videos, and I'll do a few short updates on this to show you how it's doing as the summer progresses. Back up to get a better look. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, that's going to end this video and the pruning of Big Mac in 2024. The next video in the dwarf orchard will actually be in the dwarf orchard, and it'll be the Honeycrisp over there. I have some sculpting to do on that as well, because I've changed the land around it, and now it kind of runs into the land here and there. So we got to take a good deal off the bottom of that one as well, but it definitely needs it. And then we have all of the trees we planted last year and the year before. None of them have been pruned yet, except for the espalier trees, which were minimally pruned. I got to prune all of them for the first time and get them espalier trees pruned big time. Well, not big time. It's just that they have a couple branches that got to go right now before they start budding out. So if you want to see any of those videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.